Shalom, shalom, call Lime La, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakar Akwadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, shalom to you, Akim in the faith, doing the work in true sincerity. We're in the year of Jacob's trouble, Lord willing, coming to pass very soon, and we're live in effect, man. Everything that we're seeing is the prophecies. All the prophecies that we're reading is everything that we're seeing, man. So, hey, Babylon the Great has had a great course, it had a great run, a wicked run, of course, but, it was known as a mighty kingdom, and it's coming to naught. Right in front of our faces. Call Lime Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Lord willing, is edifying and straight to the point. What led me to do this lesson is thinking about the war obsession with Babylon the Great, and it makes sense because the people that rule Babylon the Great, the people that inhabit Babylon the Great are Edomites, and their blessing is the sword. And you have to understand, when you're blessed, when you're given a heavenly gift or a heavenly blessing, from your forefather, whatever the case may have been, right? Like us, our blessing is, pretty much, our seed being multiplied, us being us being like the sand of the sea, us being, pretty much every, looking like every shade, man, and having an abundance, with our brethren, and also, let's just get it, instead of roughly paraphrasing. My Matthew right there. We'll go back to that Matthew Abaratazah, Jacob's blessing. Genesis 27:30, and it came to pass, as soon as Isaac had made an end of the blessing of Jacob. Now we got to go up, so bear with me, Abakashah. We'll get this account real quick. Genesis 27:24. We can start at 22. We can start at verse 20. And Isaac said unto his son, How is thou hast found it so quickly, my son? He said, Because the Lord Yahweh, thy power, hath brought it to me. And Isaac said unto Jacob, Come near, I pray thee, that I may feel thee, my son, whether thou be my very son, or Esau, or not. And Jacob went near unto Isaac his father, and felt him, and said, The voice is Jacob's voice, but the hands are hands of Esau. And he discerned them not, because his hands were hairy as his brother Esau's hands. So he blessed them. Hey, when you go into the name Jacob, his name is Yaakov, meaning to supplant, So our people, this is nothing new. Our people think they're the finesse kid, they're the finesse God. Our people call themselves all type of things, which goes to show you that, they're the children of the Most High. This goes back, to our forefathers, man. Our forefathers was slick with it, man. And this is all prophecy. This is not a mistake. This was supposed to happen. This is just an account showing you how the Lord works. Verse 24, he said, Art thou my very son Esau? And he said, I am. And he said, Bring it near me, and I will eat my son's venison, that my soul may bless thee. And he brought it near him, and he did eat, and he brought him wine and drink. And his father Isaac said unto him, Come near me now, and kiss me, my son. And he came near and kissed him, and he smelt the raiment of his raiment, and blessed him. He said, See, the smell of my son is as the smell of a field which the Lord Yahweh hath blessed. Therefore the Most High give thee the dew of the heaven, and the fatness of the earth, and plenty of corn and wine. Let people serve thee, and nations bow down to thee. Be Lord over thy brethren, and thy mother's son bow down to thee. Cursed be everyone that curseth thee, and bless he that blesseth thee. That's right, man. So, the Lord, gave us rulership and dominionship, us over the 18 other, us over the 17 other nations, man. He also, blessed our seed as it be the multitude of the sands of the sea and the stars of the sky, roughly paraphrasing. So, that being our blessing, the Lord setting us up and us ruling. Obviously, we're the tail right now, but when we're ruling, it's just going to be normal, man. So the point I'm trying to make is Esau's blessing, him ruling Babylon the Great, and him having a great wicked run and causing hell on earth, it is nothing to him, because it's his blessing, man. It's a heavenly blessing. It's his forefather blessed him, man. You can't take that away. So sticking to the point and decorating America, giving them the medals they deserve, this is they played the part that they were supposed to play. Like Alexander the Great, he wept once his rule, when there was no more wars for him to conquer and to go into. Hey, he was great, Yeah, his history is pretty cool if you like, things like that, like conquering. I'm interested. I'm interested in history like that. That gets my testosterone going. But, once his rule was over, his rule was over. Once his job was done, the Lord was done with him. But the Lord gonna set us up, and we gonna be, the Lord's people forever and ever and ever. On his right hand side, Salakia, bear with me. Calm, man. So right now at the moment, let's get First Thessalonians 5, and then I'm gonna get that point. Let me set up Matthew 24 too before I forget that. Jake got a short attention span. First Thessalonians 5 and 1. But of the times and of the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua so cometh as a thief in the night. And we know that clearly, via the scriptures. The Lord lets us know that, it ain't going to be the same for us as it's going to be the people of the world, because we know we're being vigilant. We're aware of Satan's devices. We're aware of the prophecies. We're aware of the signs of the times, Damn, Salakia. So, us seeing these things, we remain vigilant. We remain on our watch, and we spread the gospel. We spread the news. We warn the people. We blow the trumpet. We sigh and we cry. We get this blood off of our hands through the spirit and the power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, through the fear of the Lord, we persuade men. So, currently, what's going on is America's, of course, at war. And it's not being declared yet because our money is in the war. We're not fully into it, but it's going to get on our soil. We're trying to fight wars without even being there. That's how powerful America is. You could fight a war without it even being on your damn land, man. That goes to show you this place is powerful. And all the years that America have ruled, I believe it's only been 2 years since it's not seen war, So as we see right now, it's at war with Yemen. It's also at war with, Somalia. Hey, because guess what? These different ports and these different shipping routes, they're causing havoc because, the people, they want to rule that part of the sea, because you can't go in Babylonian sea and do what the hell you want, so they feeling the same way. And then their Arabic brethren, their neighboring countries, they're feeling for them, so they want to join arms with them. Internal governmental intentions, so we're gonna get that. We got rise of extremist groups, so you got the all those Hezbollah, which they paint them a bad picture, but hey, that's just the propaganda that we get. ISIS, Al Qaeda, Hamas. Who else can I name on top of my tongue? That's about it. International involvement. We're at war with Syria. Obama did some things back then, and these countries don't forget or forgive, man. They just wait for their turn, and they think Allah is rising them up. They think Prophet Muhammad is giving them the spirit and the secrets, to do the things that they're doing, but they just don't know the Lord is truly, putting these things in their minds and rising up, these heathen, preparing them for war, putting their plowshares away to pick up a sword. We're at war with Russia. And if you need to be explained why we're at war with these different places, you got to kind of look more into this thing, man, because we're getting real late, Reasons we're at war with Yemen is because, we're using their ports and they're sick and tired of their brethren being attacked. So they're trying to affect the money. They know the money is where it hurts, these different nations, Also, we're at war with Somalia because of a whole bunch of different shit, like it says in President Barack Obama's term. And also, because of them shipping routes. We're at war with Ukraine because we're at war with Russia because we support Ukraine. We back them up, so we're in a proxy war. We have our money in it. We're at war with ourselves in America because you're gonna have civil rights. The Lord is gonna cause white versus black the Lord's gonna cause a lot of things, man. But let's get these scriptures and then we'll speak through the Spirit. The book of Matthew chapter 24, verse 24. Matthew 24, verse 5. Verse 4. Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. That's right, man. Be vigilant. Discern through the Spirit. Verse 5, for many shall come in my name, saying I'm a Mashiach, and shall deceive many. Hey, man, we've seen this countless times after times, and we see low-level demons and scoffers. But as we get closer to the end of times, these things are going to manifest themselves and get even bigger and test us. And that's why we pray to be kept in the hour of temptation, man. You know, because you got dudes coming across talking about they're King David, they're Solomon, they're Yahweh Shai himself, or they say Earth Pig. You know, everybody's in this, these scholars and these demons in these last days that are waxing worse, you know, and that are, falling out of the faith. They're claiming themselves and wanting to be, great men. They're great men. They're in the spirit of, something to my tongue, bear with me, preeminence. You know, they think they're already, they in the church spirit. They believe they're already saved. They believe the Lord is dealing with them directly. You know, they believe that they need to be the first and to get credit for discovery of things. Hey, man, we got to keep it simple, man. We enter into other man's labors, man. We got to teach what was taught. You know, men like to come in this thing and put their own spin on it so they can get credit. This thing ain't about credit. You know, if a man thinks himself to be something, you ain't nothing. The Lord gonna bring you down, man. You know, and men be having different rank demons where they want to be the highest in the room. Hey, the scriptures speak about when you enter into a room, you abase yourself. So in case, you need to be risen up, you be risen up and you get, the praise for it, rather than you going in the room and you putting yourself in the highest seat and now you making yourself, a fool. We're going to get that account once we're done with this Matthew, Lord willing. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. That's right. Be not troubled, man. Be in the spirit of prophecies like it speaks about in the book of Revelation, chapter 19, verse 10. Want these things to come to pass and hope, to be kept, in the Lord, and do what's necessary, speaking to myself first and foremost, that we ensure and that we have ever sure confidence in the Lord that he's going to protect us, man, in these times. And that we're going to be beamed up, man, before these things go down, man, because this ain't no place for a holy man. This is the what's about to go down in here is for the carnal. It's for those who think they're big and bad and they could do bad all of their own and they have free will. That's what this judgment and all this, these things that are brewing are out here for, for amendment. Of course we need to be changed. We need new bodies. We want to be better, but we not in joint errors with this damn world, man. We completely see the total opposite of this world, man. We just passing time, man. We not even supposed to goddamn be here, dog. We on the other side of earth, speaking goddamn English. It's crazy when you think about it, but it's all prophecy, man, And Lord willing, we be delivered out of this place, man. The archers. Verse 7, for nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom, for they shall be famine. Let's get that real quick, man. Let's go on the map real quick, man. It's pure turmoil. Everybody's got a team. Everybody's got a side. You got the NATO, the EU, Shit, let's go to the continent of America alone. America currently, what's going on is, in this border right here, the Texas-Mexico border, there's a mass influx of immigrants coming into the land, that are not from this land, for whatever particular reason, which I believe it's to infiltrate when the time comes. And then you have a mass influx of people going through the California border, to go into California or America via Mexico route. So you have all these influx of people, man, who may not have the best intention for the people that live here. And you have to understand, everything is order ab chaos, as the men of the Lord taught us before, our apostles, man. They like to orchestrate their mishaps and the turmoil so they can come forth and bring in their philosophy, and they can come forth and bring in the help. They might usher the MOTB through that way, offering people assistance and security. But that's the only thing we're waiting on, man. When the MOTB is rolled out, man, and it's being enforced and mandate, it's over with, man. Because World War III is on the table. You can't go to, let's go across the map. You cannot go to, let's zoom in. You can't go on the Gaza Strip and try to explain to people that World War III is on the way, man. They already are at war, and they're already smelling and seeing, how far this thing has gone. It's gone to the point of no return. And there's no settling. There's not going to be no peace treaty set between these two nations ever. We're not going back to the point, Lord willing, where these prophecies die down and calm down and, we go back to our regular works and we just pray. Nah, man, it's up, man. 2023, the Lord has been showing his hand. Lord told he will not hold his tongue anymore. Let's continue on. And hey, that's what's going on, man. Nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom, man. And they're gonna show them their horns even more so in the latter times. Iran just, showed their foot in the war. That's a major role in prophecy, the Carmanians. And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. So it's gonna be all out hell on earth, man. You got a damn war, you got people starving, you got sickness, you got earthquakes in all manners of places. Where's gonna be the peace? Where's gonna be the house of mirth? How are people gonna be sanely living? When it says, verse 8, all these are the beginnings of sorrows. I mean, that's just scratching the surface. So in these times we're in right now, although inflation is hitting hard and gas is this down a third and we're in the rumors of wars, these are the best days left of America, man. And in about a couple months, people are going to be praying that they could come backwards to this point in time. People already be saying 2018 was the greatest time of the decade. 2016 was this down a third. Hey, man, you better appreciate today because tomorrow is going to be worse, Lord willing. So we can go on to the next scriptures, Lord willing, that I have set up. I want to go to 2nd Ezra. Let's go there first. Let's start at the top real quick, and then we're going to jump to verse 14. 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 1. Behold, speak thou into the ears of my people, Yasharallah, the words of prophecy. That's right, the things that are, to say before, the things that are about to come to pass, man. Jeremiah 50, Jeremiah 51, Isaiah 13, Isaiah 14, excuse me. At 2nd Ezra 15, 2nd Ezra 16. The book of Revelation chapter 13. Continuing on, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord. The Lord is putting these words in our mouth, man. Even so forth, when we're delivered up to these judges, when the scripture tells us not to worry about what to say in the latter end to these people. Hey, the Lord gonna tell us what to say, man. Whether if we gotta curse them out or tell them a prophecy or whatever, Verse 2, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. So when these people come across the scriptures, or they come across the man of the Lord, they say, oh, the Bible was written by a white man and scrutinized and contradicts itself. You're unlearned. You are a member and a dead body of plantation Christianity. You're a member and a representative of cemetery school, whatever the Apostle Tahar calls it. That place where people go to graduate in the Bible. Hey, you want true understanding of the Bible, you want to be a scholar in the scriptures, the Lord has to be dealing with you, man. And then he has to lead you to the true men of his. So it says, fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity, which means disbelief of them, trouble thee that speak against thee. So these things are going to come to pass, no matter how these people feel. It's not our fault that, that they're stupid and they don't have the true understanding of the scriptures, but we're going to tell y'all, we're going to get the bloods off our hands, every chance that we get. And whether you forbear, we're going to continue. Well, verse 14, jumping down. Woe, destruction to the world and them that dwell therein. For sword and their destruction draweth nigh. So weapons of destruction, instruments of destruction come near, These weapons are no longer thought of and being created. Everything that's going to be used for World War III, majority of these weapons are already here. They're developed, man. They're here. They're literally just a button and a click away from the Lord, getting them going. For their sword and destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand and fight against another, and swords in their hands. So that's what I wanted to focus on. That's right, man. Because that's what America's issue is. You see, it would have been cool if America just have a war with somebody and they have their team and other people have their team, right? Big bad America, the undefeated, the virgin daughter. But hey, that's not the scenario for you as times pass. The Babylon scenario today is it has internal conflict. So when Babylon sees a World War III, it's gonna see also a civil war. So the people are not gonna be in unity. Because you have a melting pot here. Ain't nobody on one accord in this goddamn land. Everybody is on different timing. You got the whites, you got the blacks, you got the Hispanics. The Lord's about to rise up Judah. So you're about to have that form of civil war. And then You're going to have these different militias, man. Esau, Edom. You know, these 5%ers. Mowing down Jake. You're going to have Moab. They're going to have their militaries and their forms of destruction. You got Elam in this bitch. Ishmael in this bitch. You got Ham in this bitch. You have every manner of people in here which have their own ideologies. You got to understand, a lot of them people, like Ishmael, for example, they believe if they sacrifice themselves and take out a lot of people, that their God is going to give them 72 virgins. So these are the type of people you have in the society, man. Crash out dummies and literal retards. I'm going to wrap this up soon. For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and their course of their actions shall stand in their power. Hey, so even your government officials